going, everybody, and welcome back to this week's episode of More Than the Score, presented by Dubuque Bank and Trust. I'm your host this week, Tim O'Neill, joined alongside Brendan West. How are you doing today, Brendan?
Pretty good, Tebow. Glad to be back.
Well, we're right smack dab in NCAA basketball tournament season. March Madness is in full swing. Let's just check in on your bracket, Brendan. How are you doing?
I correctly called the Hawaii upset, so I'm pretty happy about that. And I called Michigan State as well, so there's that too.
You called Michigan State to what?
To win it all.
Well, I'm guilty of that as well. It was an early busting to my bracket this season. Kind of rough. Area teams, though, we still got two alive in the Sweet 16, Iowa State and Wisconsin. They both tip off on Friday night. Iowa State, a 4 seed, plays number 1 seed Virginia at 6:10 p.m. That game is on CBS. Wisconsin is the 7 seed, plays number 6 Notre Dame. That game is at 6:27 p.m. on TBS. Both of those games Friday night. See if those guys can win, move on to the Elite Eight, and who knows, maybe we'll see one of those teams in the Final Four next week. What do you think of those teams' chances this weekend?
Well, you know, I gotta say I've been pretty impressed with what Steve Ortman has been able to do down there in Ames. I wouldn't be surprised if they can take down Virginia. And as for Wisconsin Notre Dame, honestly, I'm a Notre Dame Fighting Irish fan, so I'm gonna go with my boys. But don't be surprised if Greg Gard moves those guys along too.
It should be a really good one. Wisconsin's playing really well at this time of year, and you know, it goes back to when they were coached by Bo Ryan. You never really count a Bo Ryan coached team out in the playoffs. A lot of these guys were coached and recruited by Bo Ryan. Greg Gard, now the guy. You don't want to count them out. And Iowa State, you know, they got guys like George Niang and Monty Morris. They got a chance to make some noise against a really tough Virginia team coached by a guy with Wisconsin connections, Tony Bennett. Obviously the son of Dick Bennett, former Wisconsin coach. So this weekend will be interesting. Moving on, the Western Dubuque girls basketball program has had a lot of success the last few years. Our own Steve Ortman went out there to catch up with the Bobcats. We know him here as Steve-O. You may feel the same way after watching this. Take it away, Steve.
All right, thanks, guys. I'm on the scene here at Western Dubuque High School. I've covered a lot of games here over the last 4 years, and the Western Dubuque girls basketball team has had a ton of success here these last 4 years. They've made it to the state tournament 3 years in a row. They've had back-to-back undefeated regular seasons. So I'm just out here to kind of touch base with them and see how things are going. I'm going to bring in Megan Maahs here right now. Megan, if you want to come in and join me. One of the all-time great players in Western Dubuque basketball history. Not going to sugarcoat it or anything, but you know, 4 tremendous years here for you. As you look back kind of now in hindsight, you know, what have these years meant to you here on this court?
I mean, they're huge. I can't thank my teammates enough. You have to look at what we accomplished the past 4 years. 3 out of 4 times going to the state tournament. Not too many girls can say they've done that.
Yeah, and you're leaving here the all-time leader in scoring, rebounding, block shots. I mean, when you think back to those first days as a freshman, you're coming in here on the varsity. Is that something you ever could have imagined?
No, I actually didn't put into perspective my freshman year. But towards the end of the year, I really locked down and knew what I wanted to accomplish. And I can't thank my teammates again that they've helped me accomplish all those goals.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Coach Ostwinkle has, you know, a lot of experience herself and here on the coaching scene. I know it's tough, but can you put into words what she's meant to your career here?
Oh, my God. I cannot. I tell her every day I thank her for all she's done for me, and I wouldn't be here where I am without her.
Yep, and so now for 4 years I've been in the stands here in the press box watching these games, and now I have this last chance before you go off to Northern Iowa. I know I'm asking for it here, but the question is, I'm laying down the challenge. Can I score inside in the paint on Megan Maahs? Do you accept?
I do accept your challenge.
All right, well, let's do it. Hi, my name is Steve Ortman, and this is my very futile attempt to score on Megan Maahs in the lane. Oh my God. Well, luckily, I'm a 30-plus-year-old man, and this should have no effect on my mental state whatsoever.
You got spotted! You got spotted! You got spotted!
Okay, maybe now it will. All right, I've regained my dignity here, and I'm back here with the Bobcats head coach, Amy Ostwinkle. And, Amy, can you tell me, you guys have had, a lot of success here over these last 4 years. Can you tell me a little bit about what you've been able to instill into this program?
Really, I think the last couple of years it started with defense, getting our girls to believe in it and trust in it, and really to get them to come in during the off season, get that extra work in. We've had a great group of seniors that have really led the way the last couple of years, and just getting them in the right mind frame has really made the difference.
Sure, and you mentioned the great seniors, Megan Maahs, one of the best players this program has ever seen. Mm-hmm. And can you talk a little bit about what she's meant to this program over these last 4 years?
Yeah, from day one, as a freshman, I knew she was special. She had a lot of talent. She's the type of kid that's going to work hard. She's going to give you everything that she needs, and then everything you need as a player. She puts in a lot of extra time working on her shot, working on her ball handling. She's coming out of West Dubuque as the leading scorer, as the leading rebounder, as leading shot blocker. So she's really made an impact more than probably I can even say to this program.
Sure, and I know I'm asking for it here again, but Maquoketa Valley, star player there, went to Northern Iowa. I'm here to lay down another gauntlet. Can I challenge you to a game of pig?
Sure, bring it on.
All right, let's go. All right, we're here with the very important home court advantage for Western Dubuque, so the home team gets to go first.
All right, sounds good.
Smooth touch. Road team takes the lead. That was a scud missile. No. All right.
Yeah, no range. No range.
I'm going long range, Daddy-o. Here's 0-3. I'm sure this will go well.
I don't know if I can even explain it.
Off play.
Oh man. Shot for a while.
We need a water break.
She like quick shot. Pathetic. Good job.
All right. Wow. I don't know how that happened.
Rusty.
She's doing a lot of coaching these days. So I've been taking some tips.
There you go.
Yeah, I've been watching it. They're doing a good job. So, all right, well, that's going to do it from Western Dubuque High School. Had a good time out here with the Bobcats, and we'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, well, thanks for that, Steve-O. Better put some ice on that. I don't know about you, but that half-court shot, I can't believe he made that.
Well, as we learn every year in March, miracles do happen.
Miracles, yes. It may, in fact, be a digital miracle. We'll have to check with our producers and see if that was, in fact, a made shot. Maybe they generated that basketball going into the hoop by some miracle of digital technology. We'll check. Nope, one take. Been told that was one take. He got it on one take. That's pretty impressive. That's our show for this week. Thanks again to our sponsors, Dubuque Bank and Trust. For Brendan West and Steve Ortman, I'm Tim O'Neill. We'll see you next week.